Hi friends, in this semester we are going to discuss about the subject name LICA, that is linear IC applications. First of all, what is meant by linear and what is meant by an IC and where we need to use this, that is nothing but applications. First of all, linear is nothing but it is in the form of continuous manner, and IC is nothing but integrated circuit. What is meant by an integrated? Integrated is nothing but where all the active and passive components are connected in a circuit manner. Then that is nothing but integrated circuit. And where we need to use this circuit, that is nothing but applications. So it is nothing but linear integrated circuit applications. So if we go for this subject, first of all we need to discuss about the integrated circuit. So in this, so if we observe in the screen, it is a circuit where all discrete components, discrete are nothing but different. So where all discrete components such as passive as well as active elements are fabricated on a single crystal chip. So previously we also discussed about nothing but integrated chip, that is nothing but where all the active and passive components are connected in a circuit manner, then that is nothing but integrated circuit. So here also we need to discuss the same, that is it is a circuit where all discrete components such as passive as well as active elements are fabricated on a single crystal chip, then that is nothing but definition for integrated circuit. So first, the first semiconductor chip held two transistors each, that is nothing but at the time of manufacturing of the first integrated chip, in that we need to use the only two transistors. The first integrated circuits helps only a few devices, perhaps as many as 10 diodes, transistors, resistors and a capacitor, making it possible to fabricate one or more logical gates on a single devices. So the first integrated circuit, that is nothing but the first semiconductor chip was designed by using the only two transistors. After some developments are done on this integrated circuits, it should be used as many tens of diodes or transistors, resistors and capacitors, making it possible to fabricate one or more logical gates on a single devices. As an increasing the number of components or transistors per integrated circuits, the technology is well developed. So initially the integrated circuit was designed with only two transistors. After that it should be gradually increased to 10 diodes, number of transistors, number of capacitors and so on. Whatever the components we required, either active or passive components, now based on that we need to design some type of integrated circuit. So if you want to design those type of integrated circuits, then some type of technologies was developed. Those are, in that first one we need to discuss about this SSI, that is nothing but small scale integration circuit. In that the technology was developed by integrating the number of transistors of 1 to 100 on a single chip. So by using this small scale integration circuits, we need to design integrated circuit by using the 1 to 100 number of transistors within a single chip. For this, examples are logical gates, flip-flops and op-amps. Op-amps are nothing but operational amplifiers, that should be discussed in the from second unit also. So that is nothing but small scale integration circuit. And in these examples we discussed about the gates. Gates are nothing but logic gates. All of you know very well about the logic gates, either AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, XOR gate, XNOR gate. All these gates should be already we discussed in the STLE subject also. And at the same time flip-flops also. In the flip-flops also we are having different types of flip-flops are there. Those are RS flip-flop, SR flip-flop, D flip-flop and T flip-flop is also there. So by using this small scale integration circuit, we need to use up to 1 to 100 number of transistors within a single chip. And for this, examples are gates, flip-flops and operational amplifier. Next, go for medium scale integration circuits, that is nothing but shortcut MSI. The technology was developed by interacting the number of transistors of 100 to 1000 on a single chip. And in previously small scale integration we need to use up to 100 number of transistors, but coming to medium scale integration, here we need to use from 100 to 1000 number of transistors within a single chip. And for this, examples are counters, multiplexers, adders, 4-bit microprocessors and all these. And all of you know very well about counters, multiplexers or adders. All these are discussed in the previous STLE subject. And 4-bit microprocessor is in current semester or maybe next semester. I think it is our 16 syllabus, so we may have next semester microprocessors. Next, go for large scale integration circuits, that is nothing but LSI. The technology was developed by interacting the number of transistors of 1000 to 10,000 on a single chip. By using this, here we need to use the transistors from 1000 to 10,000, but in previous medium scale integration we need to use up to of maximum 1000 number of transistors, but here in large scale integration we need to use starting from 1000 to 10,000 number of transistors within a single chip. And for this examples are 8-bit microprocessors, RAM and ROM. Next, go for very large scale integration circuits. The technology was developed by interacting the number of transistors of 1000 to 1 million, 10,000 to 1 million on a single chip. So previously in large scale integration we discussed only up to 10,000, but from here very large scale we are starting from 10,000 to 1 million. 1 million is nothing but up to 10 lakhs. So it is very for example, if you want to connect a circuit by using breadboard, maximum of either 50 to 100 number of components, it is very difficult. But let us assume we are having 1 million number of transistors or capacitors or 1 million number of components are there. So is it possible to design 1 million components within a single breadboard? So it is very difficult, but it is possible by using the very large scale integration circuit. So that is the one of the technology. By using the technology we need to use 10 lakhs of transistors or 10 lakhs of components within a single chip by using the very large scale integration circuits. And for this examples are 16 to 32 bit microprocessors, peripherals, complementary, high MOS. So all these should be very large scale integration circuits. And ఇవన్నీ కూడా మీకు మైక్రోప్రాసెసర్స్లో వస్తే అప్పుడు డిస్కస్ చేస్తారు, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. బట్ దీస్ ఆర్ ద ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఫర్ VLSI, వెరీ లార్జ్ స్కేల్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ సర్క్యూట్స్. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ గో ఫర్ అల్ట్రా లార్జ్ స్కేల్ ఇంటిగ్రేషన్ సర్క్యూట్, దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ULSI. ద టెక్నాలజీ వాజ్ డెవలప్డ్ బై integrating the number of transistors of 1 million to 10 millions on a single chip. 1 million is nothing but 10 lakhs. Up to 10 millions is nothing but 10 into 10, 100 millions. 100 lakhs of components within a single chip by using the ULSI. That is nothing but ultra large scale integration circuits. And example the special purpose processors. And finally, giant scale integration, GSI. The technology was developed by interacting the number of transistors of above 10 millions on a single chip. And by using this we need to use greater than 10 millions of transistors or greater than 10 millions of components within a single chip by using the giant scale integration technology. And examples of this are embedded systems, system on chip, and these are the advanced versions of microprocessors, is nothing but embedded systems. So in this we need to use the giant scale integration circuit technology. So all these are nothing but technologies was developed to design a integration circuit, that is an integrated circuit, that is nothing but IC chip. And coming to advantages of integrated circuits. Integrated circuits possesses the following advantages over discrete circuits. Those are increased reliability due to lesser number of connections. Reliability is nothing but we are going to get the maximum amount of output. Why? Because here we need to use the lesser number of connections. All these should be designed by using the technologies, that is nothing but software technologies. That's why here the connections are very less. Due to this the reliability is increases. Next, second point, extremely small size due to the fabrication of a various circuit elements in a single chip of semiconductor materials. So here the size of the integrated circuit is very small. It should be maximum of 1 centimeter, up to 1 centimeters or less than that one. So the size of this integrated circuit is also very less, small size. Next, lesser weight and space requirement due to miniaturized circuit. By using this, the size of this chip is also less, weight is also very less, and the requirement of space is also very low. And at the same time, low power requirements. Next, greater ability to operate extreme values of temperature. Next, low cost because of simultaneous production of hundreds of alike circuits on a small semiconductor wafer. Next, the circuit layout is greatly simplified because integrated circuits are constrained to use minimum number of external connections. So all these are comes under the advantages of integrated circuits. Next, go for disadvantages of integrated circuits. If any components in an IC goes out of order, the whole IC has to be replaced by the new one. For example, In previously we discussed about the different types of techniques. In the techniques we are going to use lakhs of transistors within a single chip. Within the lakhs of components, if any component gets damaged, then the total circuit was not working. The total circuit is not working due to the damage of that single component. So that is one of the disadvantage. In an IC, it is neither convenient nor economical to fabricate capacitance exceeding 30 picofarads. Therefore, for high values of capacitance, discrete components exterior to IC chip are connected. So here, in an IC, it is neither convenient nor economical to fabricate capacitance exceeding 30 picofarads. Therefore, for high values of capacitance, discrete components exterior to IC chip are connected. Next, third one, it is not possible to fabricate inductors and transformers on the surface of semiconductor chip. Therefore, these components are connected exterior to the semiconductor chip. Yeah, exactly. In this, we need to use the only active components as well as the passive components. But here, we are not going to connect the inductors as well as the transformers on the surface of semiconductor chip. Therefore, all these components should be connected exterior to the integrated circuits. Due to that, the processing speed should be take some amount of time. So this is one of the disadvantage. So that is nothing but integrated circuit definition and what are the technologies we are going to be used in these integrated circuits, and what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of these integrated circuits. And next class we are going to discuss about the differential amplifier. That is the first topic in our subject, and that is also important one that should be discussed in the next class. Thank you.